Hey there, welcome to the Healthy Vibes podcast. I'm Kelly Renato, and I thank you so much for being with me today and sharing your time because I know how valuable time is. And I just hope that I give you some simple choices to go away with today, some simple thoughts, maybe a new perspective to shift your life this week and just make simple changes every day. Make simple shifts and changes to make your life a little bit better. It really is a journey. It's not some big, huge, drastic change in one day. Make it a journey, make it a new way of life, and do it little by little because that's how it sticks. Just every day having simple, good choices. And today, I really want to talk about where to start. I get super frustrated because I know in this world, it's overwhelming. Like, what do I do? What do I not do? There's this opinion, that opinion. And it's just so many opinions, so much information, so many ways to go about it, the time, what you eat, the grams, the choices, the calories, the minutes, the type of exercise, do this, do that, don't do this. And it gets overwhelming. I get overwhelmed. I just got blood work done for the first time in a really long time. I used to do it every year regularly. And COVID and everything else that's happened in the last however many years took me from it. And so I finally sat down, and the lady that I spoke with was she was a medical doctor, but she was more holistic, functional, open minded. And she sat down and explained every single parameter to me, what it meant. Even when I was in range, she kind of explained, how good it would be if it went up a little bit or down a little bit. It was so much good information. But I thought to myself, like, I'm into this stuff. Like, I think it's cool. I think it's interesting. You tell me a little. I want to know more. I told her, send me a link, send me something to read. I want to know more about that. But I thought to myself, many people in my life are going to walk in there and be like, I don't want to know all that. That's just so confusing. It's too much. And it really can be. So today, I want to tell you, I made a guide. It's free. You can get it at my website, and it's a place to start. It's a very simple place to start. Because many of us, I know it. I've worked in the fitness industry for a while. Many of us don't even want to go to the gym. That's okay. Don't even want to start working out. Many of us don't even want to start meal planning. And listen, I'm not going to say that these aren't good things. These are really good things, but I also know we're all different. What I do, what works for me, is not going to work for you necessarily, or be something you want to do, I should say. There's a lot of simple things, though, that most of us are not doing that really will change your life. And you know why we're not doing them? Most of it is because this world has pulled us from it. They've told us different. We've created these lives that like are completely void of rest. Like, it's almost forbidden. People make you feel like you're weak or guilty if you're going to, take a day off from something or rest or get a good night's sleep. Um, Even eating well is hard. You go in the store, and I look at the labels now and I get angry because now I'm educated and I understand more, and they make things look healthy. Like 3 years ago, I was eating things that I thought I was doing good, and I wasn't, because I just keep learning more. There's so much to learn. And I just want to make it simple. I want to give you a place to start. I want you to give you some small wins that you can do every day to start changing your life, to start building a stronger foundation. And then little by little, if you want more, fine. But this guide is 20 pages, and it gives you 5 areas to pay attention to. And each area gives you some simple choices that you can do right now. It's all free. There's nothing you have to buy, no links to purchase with a code, nothing like that. These are just simple choices to slow your life down. I really think these are the big things we're not doing. We need to slow down and create some space in our life, and it's a choice. We need to get back to nature, meaning outside, barefoot in the grass, fresh air, real food, real living, like real people. Like, we've gotten to all this fake, processed, quick, fast, cheap. We need to get back to real, simple, natural, real living. and you have to move in some way, and you also have to allow your body to rest and recover in some way. But there's simple choices you can make. There's no workout in here. There's not even recipes in here. This is a basic place to start. So the 5 areas in this guide, and I'll put the link in the show notes, but you can also go to my website, kellyrenato.com. Either way, just give me your email. I'll send you the guide. If you're already on my email list, you've probably already gotten it, or you will be getting it. I'll be sending it out in the email. But there's 5 areas. The 5 areas are: number 1, the keys; number 2, your foundation; number 3, the enemy; number 4, your tank; and number 5, eyes up. So the first area is the keys. And I said this is a 20-page guide. There's 1 to 3 pages per area. So the keys is just a perspective. It's a mindset of how you're approaching life. And I think it's a really good place to start when you start shifting your mindset little by little. And this is where I started. When I was at a really bad place, I started shifting my mindset, because your mind controls it all. Like if you're thinking bad thoughts, you're going to have a bad day. If you're thinking negatively, honestly, your day will spin negatively, out of control. If you think you're getting sick, you're going to get sick. The mind is so powerful. Call me crazy, but you think it, you believe it, it will come. So you have to shift it to think, believe good, hopeful, positive, opportunistic things. You have to think good, faith, no fear. So the keys, I've listed 15 keys. And what I suggest is you print it out. Again, this guide is free. You print that page out and you put it on your bulletin board, put it on your refrigerator. And I'm not great or perfect at all these keys, but I've worked on them for years and years and years, and I live by them. And every day I get confronted with at least one of them, but I've gotten stronger over the years and I handle them so much better. So, for example, I'm going to give you some of them. First of all, you got to give yourself permission. Many of us won't even give ourselves permission to start choosing better and living a better life. And you might think that's crazy, but it's true. I hear it all the time. Well, I really, I don't have time. I got to get home for this, or I really can't do that because of this, or, we just keep having an excuse of why we can't do this or why we can't choose better. And most of these choices that I give you in here are a few minutes, a simple shift, or just doing something a little bit differently. You have to change your mindset and your perspective. And one of the keys is, if you keep struggling, if you keep hitting that wall, you keep having an excuse, at some point you have got to just change your perspective. You got to change it. There's so many perspectives, and whatever you have isn't working. So you have to get honest and change it. Some of the other keys, grace is a superpower. You got to give it abundantly. So many of us just hang on to things, like hang on to them, keep talking about them years later. Can you believe he did this, did that? At some point, you got to learn how to just give grace, move on, forgive, move on, let it go, move on. Boundaries. Learning boundaries is a key. You have to learn boundaries, when to say no, when you just need to make a different choice. One of the other keys is love who you are. You have to love your gifts, your talents, and who God made you to be. And you got to live in some way, do something that uses those talents and those gifts to serve this world. One more I'm going to give you is stress is a choice. And again, this is a mindset. Many people don't believe that stress is a choice. It is. Stress is a choice and calm is a choice. You get to choose. You really get to choose. And that was a hard one in the beginning for me, and I still work on it, but I got a lot better. All right, the second area in this guide is your foundation. And your foundation, what contributes to it is your faith, your body, your mind, recovery, and your environment. So there's so many things that contribute to your foundation. And your foundation is just like a house. It's like what you stand on, what's holding you up, what's keeping you strong for the world. And the stronger your foundation is, the easier it is to make these choices. The easier it is to say no when you need to. The easier it is to make time for exercise when you know you need to. So knowing your values is a big part of your foundation. Know what your values are and then live by them. So if you write your values down, like my values are what contributes to my foundation, my faith, my family time, taking care of myself, taking care of my mind, and then I can choose well because I know what my values are. So some of the things that I do to strengthen my faith foundation, and it's all in this guide. I give you lots of options for my faith. It's how I start my day. Gratitude practice, time in God's Word, a devotion, reading the Bible, prayer. What do I do for my body each week? Whether it's walking, strength training, some sort of workout, trying to get 10,000 steps, how I eat, what I avoid, cooking more at home. What do I do for my mind each week? Things like my morning routine, giving grace, forgiveness, affirmations, quiet time. Some things that I do for my recovery. So, getting rest, slowing down, stretching. I stretch every night, foam rolling. I've started doing lymph massage, and all of these things contribute to my body resting and recovering. And then the last thing that I give you tips on is the environment. So, this last year or two, I've really been trying to get more natural light in my house, less plastic, less fake scents, just getting outside more for fresh air, sunshine. All of that contributes to your environment, your tone, how you are in your environment. So, that's the second area. The third area in my guide is the enemy. And this is really important because I remember back in the day when I first started taking care of myself, I would feel really good, and around every corner would come some sort of distraction that I wasn't ready for. I was not ready. I wasn't paying attention, and it would just knock me down and ruin my day. And I would like just fall backwards again. And until I realized, I was like, I've got to start paying attention. Like, these things are the enemy coming after me because they see that I'm trying really hard here to better myself. And so I had to start paying attention to things like comparison sneaking in my mind, self doubt, insecurity, anxiety, fear, unmet expectations, all of those things that we tell ourselves, the stories we tell ourselves, taking things too personal. All of that's the enemy creeping into our mind and our life. So the fourth area in the guide is your tank. And this is all about your energy, knowing how to fill your energy up, what fills your energy up, and what drains you. And this is another thing. When I started paying attention, I really didn't know. I was in so many situations that were draining me, and I was thinking it was something was wrong with me. And really, it was just the situation that I was in. So I started paying attention to people that filled me up, like when I left them and I felt good, situations that filled me up, things that filled me up. Like, that's where getting outside, sunshine, nature, taking a break in fresh air, walking around my yard and barefoot, all of these things fill my tank up. And I give you some of these ideas, but you have to learn about yourself and what fills your tank up. And it's really important. So you're already taking care of your foundation and taking care of yourself. But then when you get out in the world, you have to pay attention to the enemy and distractions. And you also want to pay attention to what is filling you up, what is giving you good energy, because that's a huge part of how you feel each day. And then the fifth area, the last area of my free guide that you can get at my website or clicking the link in the show notes, is called Eyes Up. And this is an approach to living. And I reference one of my favorite people that says to live by the ABCs, always be celebrating. And that, I love that, because that's an approach to life. Celebrate Tuesday. Celebrate Thursday. Celebrate that you have a whole new day, that your feet are on the ground, that you're breathing fresh air, and finding good in every day. We get in this habit, many of us, of looking for the bad, looking for what's wrong, looking for anything just to make us mad and angry. And I want you to change that. It's a way of life, it's a mindset to be filled with hope and to find good and to actually look in the midst of a challenging, hard day and find what is good. And every time, that's where Eyes Up came from. And it's even, I was reading an article the other day that it's shown that you just lift your eyes up, your mood improves, you feel good. Like, it's a good thing. And I love looking up at the sky. It immediately changes my mindset. If I'm in a bad place, I walk outside, I take a break outside, fresh air, and I look up at the sky, and it changes how I feel. So that is the free guide that you can get. It's 20 pages, and then the last few pages just gives you examples of simple everyday wins, because I believe it's the simple choices that is going to change your life. Simple choices over and over and over and over again. Small daily wins, just compounded on top of each other. Consistency is bigger than how big the win is. Just doing every day, trying to get 10 good things, 10 good things. And when I say 10, they're very simple. It can just be having a good mindset, reading, pausing rather than responding, not overreacting, eating vegetables, eating protein, going for a walk, doing a morning routine. There's small, simple wins every day. And the more you get, the better you feel. And that's how you start changing your life, little by little, every day. So I want you to click below. I want you to get this free guide from me. It's 20 pages, it's super simple, and all it is a place to start with lots of good ideas of how to get more and more simple, good daily wins to start changing your life. So I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. I hope this made you think this week to make some better choice this week. And please sign up, get my guide, and I hope you love it and I hope it helps. Take care and have the best week.